I want to give you a live look from our neighborhood weather network camera. This is along Highway 24 in Woodland Park, and we are continuing to get some very heavy rain falling in Teller County. Thankfully, the storms aren't as intense as they were earlier this afternoon. We're starting to see these storms decreasing in the amount of rain that they are producing per hour, but that doesn't mean that we are in the clear. We still have several areas where ponding on the roads will be possible, including up near Glen Eagle and Black Forest, also across northern Teller County from Woodland Park back westward across Highway 24. The good news is the heaviest rain is falling north of the Waldo Canyon burn scar. We still have a flash flood warning in effect until 7:30. This is from Peyton southward toward Ellicott. Another flash flood warning has been issued for portions of southeastern El Paso County and northeastern Pueblo County. That stays in effect until 7 o'clock this evening, with a flood warning now for Fountain Creek right near the El Paso Pueblo County line. We are going to continue tracking these storms here as we head through the remainder of the evening, and Skycast is suggesting that we may be dealing with this rain for quite some time. Taking you through the remainder of the evening, looks like even into tonight, we'll still have quite a bit of rain along the I-25 corridor and for areas south of Highway 50. Heading into the overnight hours and through early tomorrow morning, here's a look at 2 a.m. I expect to still see quite a bit of rain for the southern mountains, but heading into the time when you'd likely be waking up, heading out the door into work or school, I expect the rain at least to come to an end. We'll still be left with mostly cloudy skies, a few low clouds, and even some patchy fog not out of the question, so not a bad idea to give yourself a little extra time to get to where you're going. Unfortunately, by noon, it looks like we'll start to see storms popping up once again, with the heavy rain chance returning as we take you into the later afternoon and evening. Here's a look at 7 o'clock. Notice that area of yellow that sets up right over the Pikes Peak region. That's Skycast's way of suggesting that during the late afternoon and into the early evening, we'll have that potential for storms that could produce flooding and flash flooding once again. We'll keep the storms around through midnight tomorrow night before things quiet down once again into your early Wednesday morning. Temperatures tomorrow will be getting back into the 70s and 80s. That is, of course, before our storms start to roll through. Once the storms move in, temperatures tend to drop off by about 10 to 20 degrees. We'll keep 70s in place along with a storm chance through Thursday. 80s are back. We'll keep storms in place Friday into Saturday, Sunday. As of right now, the only day where I'm comfortable taking the chance for storms completely out of the forecast. It is looking like it's going to be another pretty active week here in southern Colorado. 81 in Pueblo tomorrow, 84 on Wednesday. We're back in the upper 80s Friday. 90s are expected over the weekend, and at least for Pueblo, should have a couple of dry days for your Saturday and Sunday. In Canyon City tomorrow, 80 degrees, 81 then on Wednesday. Temperatures will get back to 90 degrees by next Sunday. Fremont County also looks to dry out Saturday into Sunday. Teller County, a daily chance for storms, and we're going to keep that chance pretty high with 30 to 40% chance Tuesday all the way through Saturday. We'll drop the chance for storms back to a 10 to 20% chance Sunday into Monday. I have to say, though, and we talked about this extensively at 4 o'clock, I think the storms tomorrow will not be quite as severe as the storms that we had moving out there today. But with all of the rain that we had today, it wouldn't take much in the way of rain tomorrow to create similar scenes to what we saw today. So it looks like even though we may not have any severe thunderstorm warnings to pass along tomorrow, flooding and flash flooding potential still high. So stick with us. We'll keep you ahead of the storms. We'll have another update coming up for you in just a little bit.
We won't be fooled. All right. Rachel, thanks. Well, coming up, Chipotle is